All right, this is the instructional video for the What It Shows activity, which is the assignment for Monday, November 23rd. So before I get started, you can find this assignment in your Google Classroom under the Classwork tab and in week 12, and it's called Monday, What It Shows activity. So for this activity, the instructions say to reread the passages from the story shown in the chart and mark important details in each, which means you need to highlight at least one thing. Then explain what each passage shows or tells you about Goodall's experiences. The first one is an example. So each of these three passages is from the story that we read, just from different parts of the story. So you will read each passage, and then you will decide what the passage is telling you, and you will write that in this column. So let's do the first one together. I shall never forget the thrill of that first exploration. Soon after leaving camp, I met a troop of baboons. They were afraid of the strange white-skinned creature, that was I, and gave their barking alarm call. Wahoo! Wahoo! Again and again. I left them, hoping that they would become used to me soon. Otherwise, I thought all the creatures of Gombe would be frightened. And that's from page 1 in your story. So as you can see, I highlighted this part because hoping that they would become used to me soon. That's one of her hopes. So this passage shows that it shows Goodall's feelings of excitement and hope for successful work in Gombe. So she said that she was hoping they would become used to her soon, clearly because she has lots of work and research that she wants to do on this trip. Now I'm going to read these two passages out loud for you, and then it'll be your job to highlight at least one thing in each passage, and then type into this column what the passage was telling you. Here's the second passage. Only a very few animals in the forest at Gombe were potentially dangerous, mainly buffalo and leopards. Bush pigs can be dangerous too, but only if you threaten them or their young. And of course, there are poisonous snakes, 7 different kinds. That's from page 5 if you'd like to go back to your copy to see where in the story that passage comes from. Pause this video to highlight something from the passage and then type into the next column what it means. And now I will read the third passage for you. There were always more fascinating things to watch and record, more people to help write everything down. What had started as a little camp for Mum and me ended up 6 years later as a research center where students could come and collect information for their degrees. I was the director, and that's from page 14. It's the last paragraph in the story. So this concludes the instructional video and read aloud for this activity. Please finish it on your own.